Hi friends, Jenny D here, and today I am here to bring you a brand new D&D NPC POV RP, that is way too many letters, a brand new tabletop non-player character point of view role-playing video. This is part of a series of POV-style videos in which I portray a D&D-style character asking you, the viewer, interactive questions. The goal is to help you develop your character more deeply and to give you an opportunity to practice role-playing. This week we're getting villainous as your character is interviewed for a bodyguard position for a questionable tiefling business owner named Augury. This one really digs into morality, and if you play a character who's super lawful good, this one might not mesh as well with your answers. But that's why I'm doing this as a series, because not every video will be perfect for every character. I'll link the full POV playlist in the cards and in the description in case you want to check out the others. This video is sponsored by World Anvil. Their support as a sponsor makes it possible for me to create big, intense videos like this with costumes and makeup and sets and props. Plus, I just think they're really great, and I know a lot of you are writers and DMs and RPG players and LARPers for whom their toolset would be a huge help. World Anvil is a toolkit for world building. It has all sorts of features like wiki-style articles that can be indexed and linked to each other, interactive nestable maps, support for stat blocks and character sheets, and built-in privacy tools that enable you to easily choose which information is private and which is accessible to your players or even the public. It's really hard to lay out all the features that World Anvil has because it is capable of so much. You can really tell that it was built by people who do their own world building and understand exactly what creators need. DMs can even run sessions through World Anvil. Not only does it have the same features that a lot of online tabletop platforms have, like a built-in dice roller and character sheets, but your party can also do stuff like keep track of communal loot, or access relevant articles and maps, or even keep a character journal or a party quest log. You can create an account with all the basic features for free, and if you decide that you want access to more features, make sure to use the code JINNY to get 25% off of annual memberships at any level. The link will be in the description for your clicking purposes. Okay, I think it's time for you to meet Augury. As usual, I will pause for a short time between questions, but if you want to have plenty of time to give a fully fleshed out answer, I encourage you to pause the video so that Augury isn't interrupting you. There's also a full list of the questions in the description in case you would rather answer outside of a role-playing context. You're late. We agreed on sundown, did we not? I hope it's not a habit. Would you normally consider yourself a punctual person? Well, let's not waste any more time. I am Augury, of course. My business needs no introduction, I'm sure. And it is best that we not name it. One never knows who may be listening. Tell me, what makes you think you'd be a useful addition to my guard? What makes you so special? This work requires a very particular set of skills, and we'll get to that, but it also requires a certain mindset. Would you consider yourself a moral person? And were you raised with this outlook, or have you come to it on your own? As death is a necessary part of life, it is also a necessary part of this job. You've killed before, I assume. Please describe your first kill. How old were you? What did you feel? Interesting. Would you say that you believe some deserve to die? And if so, what circumstances might merit such a punishment, in your view? And what are your feelings on torture? Is anyone off limits to you? Women, children, the innocent? I
I see. Well, then let's discuss tactics. I am not merely seeking brute strength, although of course that can be useful in its own way. If given the option, would you rather deceive, convince, or threaten someone into doing your bidding, or my bidding? And are you a good liar then? Can you keep a secret? I want to be clear with you. I understand that each living being has their own mind, their own beliefs. My goal is not to change those beliefs in you, but simply to identify the cost of overriding them. Money is no object here. I'm seeking the very best, and I am willing to pay for it. Let's imagine, just for a moment, that someone bribes you to turn on me, to reveal my secrets. Could you be bought? And if they torture you, will you break easily? Well, I'll tell you in advance. Anything anyone offers you to turn on me, I will double it. Consider it a reward for delivering them to me. Come, it's not all so dark. What about, errands? Chores? Are you too good for them? Delivering messages, for example. Refilling my wine. You will not be my sole guard, of course. I already have many formidable creatures in my employ. Do you play well with others? And if you were to identify your main weaknesses, what would they be? Interesting. I do like you, I admit it. I find you unique. You would bring something new to my offices, there is no doubting it. What will it take? How much a week to tempt you away from your party and whatever your current objectives are, and bring you into the fold? You could have anything you wanted, you know. Consider it. Don't be hasty. We're in the city 3 more days if you decide to accept. Inform me by then, and if you don't, well, let's hope we don't run into one another again. You may go.
I don't know about that job. I don't know if I would fit in with the corporate culture there. I hope you liked Augury. Well, maybe liked is the wrong word. I'm like Rosa Diaz with a puppy every time I create a new character. I've only had Augury for a day and a half, but if anything happened to her, I would kill everyone in this room and then myself. If you like this series, make sure to subscribe so you can see all of the future installments. So far, they've all been a little bit dark, but I promise that the next one is going to be more of a lighthearted, comedic one. Also, shout out to Amy, who also plays the Barbarian in my D&D group, for creating the incredible custom necklace that Augury wears, which is made from real found bird bones. You can find her jewelry on Instagram at Amy Loves Wearables, and she takes custom orders. So, wearing this makes me feel like a witch.